Okay, this is the...
So the kombu and the wakame seaweeds are both very high in nutrients and minerals, iron, potassium, magnesium. So the wakame is already chopped up. So just like a pinch of this for one portion.
Okay.
And then the kombu comes in long strips.
And these are both organic ones? Yeah. And you get at Whole Foods, right?
Yeah, and they come in long strips. So I just like to cut it in long strips like that. And then just cut it in bite-sized pieces because it grows when you cook it.
Oh, wow.
So
where they come from? The sea? Or?
Yeah, it's all seaweed.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, Pacific Ocean.
So what are we making today? Some kind of soup?
We're gonna make a simple quinoa with some vegetables, with some spices and bone broth.
Okay, bone broth.
Made with ghee.
So those are the ingredients. This bone broth.
Bone broth. We got here some fennel and some coriander.
Okay.
And we have some ginger. And then we're going to put in some quinoa and some flax seeds. Make it really nice and nutritious and full of fiber.
Okay.
We also have in the freezer here. I've got some sweet potatoes and some kale, just so they're easy. We can use those instead of having to.
Okay. So do we have to soak that overnight or anything?
No.
Okay.
What we're gonna do is we will saute this and the spices and the ghee first.
Okay.
And then put the quinoa in, and then we'll cook it.
Okay. So do it. Okay. So you estimate how long it takes to make this, Dr. Ashley?
Half an hour.
Half an hour.
45 minutes, depending on how much quinoa you use, and it also depends on if you're using a rice cooker, which you totally can, or an Instapot. You could do all this in the Instapot. And quinoa cooks faster than rice, so it really just depends on how long the rice cooks. But what you do is you throw everything in together and saute it, so it starts to cook first. So it does cook a little faster than just normally cooking a pot of rice.
So what is this good for? Good for
what?
What is this good for?
So all of these things, like these are really good digestive spices. They really aid in helping your digestive system work easier. They're carminative. They help with gas. They help warm up your digestive system. The ghee is very high in folic acid, vitamin E and K. It is just very nutritious. And it goes into the deepest tissues of the body. So when you cook with the ghee, it pulls the medicine out and brings it into the deepest tissues of your body. We're using bone broth because the bone broth we want to work with nourishing our nervous system, and the marrow from the bone broth nourishes our nervous system. Flaxseed is full of omegas 3s and 6, and is also a bulk laxative, and also a slight demulcent. So it moistens the internal tissues and helps with digestion. And quinoa is a complete protein, so that is a really good grain to use.
And we using the bone broth. What is that good for, my mom? What is that?
The bone broth? Bone broth is, again, it's really good for nourishing your nervous system.
Okay.
Your nervous tissue is actually created in your bone marrow.
Yeah.
And the only thing that can replace bone marrow is bone marrow. Yeah. So that's one reason why we use the bone broth.
And what is this dish called? Is that you consider a soup or what?
No, we're gonna it's gonna just kind of like be a rice, like a rice and vegetable dish. It's very simple.
Okay.
And you can use any kind of rice that you want or grain. It's really about the technique of cooking the spices and the seaweed before you make before you do everything else to get the nourishment out.
So we're gonna cut this one. What is this one called?
I think what is this called? Is this some kind of a chalupa cactus or?
Oh, I don't know.
I found it over here.
Yeah, that's good.
I found it over there and I was like, oh, that looks like fun.
Yeah, so we should put it right in.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to use some onion.
Okay.
And, you can use any kind of veggies that you want to throw into this.
Okay.
Just for convenience, we're going to just use some of the frozen vegetables just to make it easier to cook with. And if you have an Instapot, it's really easy to make this. You can literally throw everything in 12 minutes. It's done.
Wow, 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow,
So,
Instapot. I have to go buy one of those.
where do you have a cutting board?
Oh, cutting board. Oh, right here. I think my sister put right here. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, you're gonna cut it now. Okay,
big.
and then we'll continue to the next video, part 2. Oh, cutting. She's gonna cut all those
It is
items.
a cutting board?
Yeah.
Is this a bad one? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks a little big.
Yeah, she know where everything is. Yeah.
I mean, there's also lots of wonderful things like these squashes. Which
Yeah,
are
we could
really
put it in.
wonderful
Yeah.
to eat.
Okay,
and
so
put in the
we could all put it
foods.
in. Okay. That's exciting. I love cooking together with you. Thank you so much, Dr. Ashley. I'm very grateful for you helping my mom. And this video
my
could help other
pleasure.
people too, Dr. Ashley.
That's my
And thank you very much, Divan, for helping us.
Alright.
Okay.
Perfect. There we go. Now we're
Now we're going to cut everything. And we're going to do part 2. Thank you so much.